Welcome back to Hungbe-The All-Side Show. Today we dey discuss one very important topic wey concern every society, every community, every school, and even the future of Sierra Leone. Wey na wetin? Why adolescent health matters in present day society. Adolescence na one very important stage in our life. Na the period wey pikin dey grow from childhood to adulthood. During this time, dem body, the mind, and even the emotions dey change fast. So we, the big one, if we fail for guide and protect them, then go face so many issues ranging from teenage pregnancy, early marriage, mental health challenges, issues like sexually transmitted infections, school dropouts, and so many other problems in our society. But if we all put hands together and invest in adolescent health today, we dey build healthier society, stronger communities, a healthy body for all, and a better nation for tomorrow. So for understand this very important topic, we get a very kind special guest wey dey now we missed for able for take we through and know really wetin na adolescent health and why make it matters in present day society. This person gets huge knowledge, experience, and e ready for share with we. So Lord, we stay glue. This na Hungbe-The All-Side Show. We dey take we una straight to the show. Yes, sir. You welcome to the show, Mr. Sheku Abass Fowai. Wetin na you take on this?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. One for take this opportunity to say thank you for calling me on the show because na a very good initiative this, and I really glad for there today for share my experience and also why there is need for us to invest in adolescent health as a country, as a community, and also even at global level, why we actually need for invest in adolescent health.
All right, that's a very good one, and we're happy that you're willing for can share your experience, your knowledge, so that other person go able for tap on her. So I want for know first, we dey say no more adolescent. Wetin are you understanding of food and adolescent?
So basically, when we talk about adolescent, now people then wey dey within the ages of 10 to 19, according to WHO definition. So then this na the age than the way picking them can dey from where then they graduate from childhood to adulthood. So now in between. So basically we can talk say this pikin don't reach the age now for become an adult or maybe a young person, young adult, now that age day. So we'll talk about adolescents, now that we dey refer to.
So wetin again na adolescent health and why we feel say important in present day society?
So when we talk about adolescent health, we dey look at the physical, mental, emotional well-being of a young person wey dey within that age what I just call 10 to 19 years. So a very much important because now the age that they when we don't invest in them, we dey get a productive adult them. We also they get a very productive nation. Because when you invest in adolescents, because at that age they where the older generation they go, now then they come up. So when then they come up, you dey see say you dey get a very healthier nation when we invest in their health and well-being. So if you not invest in their health and well-being, you they make that country they not forget a healthy nation because most of the population, especially for Sierra Leone as a country, out of 100%, we have over 60 to 70% of the people the way they live within the country, they are young people, now adolescent them. So if we not invest in their health and well-being, we know they get a very good healthy nation moving forward. So when we talk about adolescent health, now that's what they talk about, and why is it important in our own days now or the modern days society? Because when you invest in adolescent health, you also they get a very healthier community. They make the country they become you know because of the healthy aspect of life, you dey get the kind of economic situation wherein you have a healthier workforce within the country. So because you don't invest in their health, you also they get young people that way ready for do more, for even also make sure say the country don't come out and move forward. But if you not get people that way healthy, how you will get a very healthy economy, how you dey get a very healthy nation, how you dey get a healthy workforce. So these are all the things we quite important when we talk about adolescent health.
So you what way they say when it comes to issues of within an adolescent and why important for investing in adolescent. You mentioned the idea of investing in adolescent health. So in brief, somebody go and know how person go able for investing in adolescent health.
Yeah, so basically when we talk about investing in adolescent health, um we get a lot of issues when it comes to adolescent health. It's not just about the health aspect. How can we invest in information sharing? How can these adolescents have access to services at the facility? Do we have enough services at the facility level? Do we have enough health workforce, to provide services for the adolescent that we they talk about? Because if we not get, because it's not just about providing the services, it's about having the skilled people who can take care of their well-being, even at facility level. You go be a nurse, but you don't know how to take care of adolescent, or you don't know how to provide service for the adolescent. We also dey talk around information sharing, like wetin presently we dey do. So would I actually know about the information? Because sometimes we dey share information, but if the information not correct, we also dey do more harm than good. So we actually need for invest in programs like this. We also need for invest in the training of healthcare providers. We also need for train guidance and counselors within the community. We also need for get peer educators within the schools. We need for get people outside the community, maybe as champions, to also voice out. So we need for providing kind services or kind training for people within the community, for ensure say we get um a healthier adolescent community, because it's not just about providing the services. You can provide the service, but when they are not being informed about the service, then the service is useless to them. So sometimes it's also about bringing them to be part of the problem solving. You involve them at the planning stage, ensure that they are part of it while implementing it. They should not just be beneficiary of the thing. You know, you tell me say me na adolescent, you dey do adolescent program, then I no dey part of am. Na only when you dey do your implementation, at the very planning stage, you no put me part of am. Na only when you dey implement, you involve me. It's like it was not meant for me. So these are some of the things we need for take into consideration where we dey talk about investing in adolescent health. So they should not just be beneficiaries of the project or the initiatives that they come up with, but they should be part of it at the very beginning, and also for they part of onto the very end. So when we talk about investing in adolescent, these are some of the things.
Wow, this is a wonderful one, and I appreciate saying that you we all discuss this one. So there another thing again we attached to this topic, and now the idea of what are some of the biggest challenges where adolescents they face now this country? What you think adolescents they face now this country?
Yeah, so when you work on Sierra Leone as a country, we get a lot of issues where adolescent in the face. So one of the things is about the sexually transmitted infection where young people they face. We When we talk about teenage pregnancy, we talk about mental health issues. So there are a lot of issues around those things. So when we talk about teenage pregnancy, we pikin the left small, e get belle. Now we dey talk now, and that we dey call teenage pregnancy. Like pikin no reach the age of 18 years, e go get belle, we dey call am teenage pregnancy. Then we talk about sexually transmitted infection, like where you dey go get, where you dey go do mommy and daddy business, wey na unprotected sex, wey you no use condom because you no get the knowledge. You know, we adolescent dem lack those knowledge, so wey dem dey go do mommy and daddy business, sometimes dem no even know the person wey dem dey go get sex with, the person, whether the person sick, whether the person get HIV and AIDS, because most of we adolescent dem now presently, when you check around people wey dey live with HIV, mostly you get a lot of people wey na young people dem, especially adolescent within age 10 to 19, and then you get older adolescent dem within 19 to 24. So a lot of them cases and they na them adolescent dem wey dey go into sexual relationship without using condom. But then say because they not get the knowledge, make them dey get into then sexual activities without using the condom. And also we talk about mental health issue. Not just about most of the adolescent dem don go through a lot of issues, because this na age wey pikin dey become traumatized. Sometimes e dey become, e dey get emotional feelings wey e dey feel say na me right for do this, na me right for do that, and when once that pikin don become deprived of that kind thing, e dey get that emotional thing, e dey also dey affect a mental health issue. So these are some of the challenges wey adolescent dem dey face. uh, Let me
Somebody be
think
the
Sierra
some
Leone.
before they come to the show, somebody be the respond to me say, for one of the key things now social pressure. How you think in brief, how you think say social pressure they really be a key factor where they push this idea of adolescent health becoming a very big challenge?
Yeah, the social pressure as well. Now, another very key thing we also they affect adolescent dem, because basically most of them wey dem don go, you know they don't go get information. Sometimes e no can be the correct information. I don't go get information, you na a trusted friend, I can't tell you say hey bro, na this na I go hear you from that nurse dey, na this person don tell me oh. You dey see a lot of adolescent and they go through all of those things because im padi don tell am say this not good. Im sef dey follow that same padi dey for let dem do the same thing, even if at the death, I mean at the detriment of that person dey. E no wan for know, just because im padi don tell am say lord do this, im sef dey follow that padi dey for do am. So you see the connection wherein the social pressure dey come on the adolescent, because e no don get the information from im parent dem. So na the reason na dey make pipu dey talk always say you sef as a parent, you also need for dey bring you pikin closer to you. E for be you padi, you and him two for dey discuss around, even in sexuality issues, wey a camper boy pikin, sometimes you need for actually understand wey na some of the problems and wey dey go through. E no need for get padi outside wey e need for go explain im problem to. If you make am im friend, always wey e get issue, na to you dey calm. So basically na some of the thing and dat dey.
All right. That a very good knowledge where we don't grab from all what you don't say. But another very key thing where I go on for bringing forward, and what you now the role now you don't highlight all of them challenges there. What do you think say now the role for the parents, the health workers, and even the community leaders, the big one that for play for ensure say these issues of adolescents facing health challenges are being solved.
Yeah, so then people then we don't call, they all dey play a critical role. We all dey play a critical role, not just as a parent, but also as a professional SIH advocate within the community, or maybe within the country. We need for the parent and get a role for play. They serve as role model. They play a role as mentors, within the home. When you go to na the school, you get the teachers, you get the guidance and counselors wey dey within the school, wey also dey play mentorship role. Then they provide counseling services within the school setting, because for adolescents, when once then they feel like they are not they are their informations are not being kept safe, dem no dey come closer to you again, you know, because na age dat day wey people dey think, dem dey think faster than how an elderly person dey think. So the teachers themselves get their own role for play within the school. You know, sometimes wey dem come, you see them, you call them, talk to them, know their problems, you know. uh Basically na im make most of the time even the boy pikin themself dey go through similar situation, because sometimes when we dey talk about adolescent health, we basically dey focus
On the gap
on
picking
the
them
girl
more.
pikin and more. So basically we dey talk both about the boys and the girls, so they all get different challenges wey dem dey go through. So the parents, the school, the community get im role for play. The healthcare workers wey pikin carry im facility, wey you no get the service, talk to am fine, because dem say catch dem while they are young, we catch dem young. So and also we no wan for leave anybody behind. If somebody carry im facility, one time e no get the service wey e want, next time e no dey can, or wey e carry halapana, next time e no dey can. So
Yeah.
then sef
Begin
also,
point hand like
yes,
Nakata.
so or e can do, maybe you can do some test for
Family
am.
commodity
Yes, you do some test one, then you find out say the person a
positive.
HIV positive, or maybe you get other sickness, then you
Or let's
begin
say you can ask for protective gear.
yeah, e calm, then you begin go tell point and hand panel, hey na aunty
Then you
Jeneba
can
im
ask for
pikin
condom.
so,
So
na im don begin dey ask for condom, na im don begin dey calm for take captain ban. So these are some of the things wey we really need for ensure say the healthcare workers themselves stop for do dem kind thing dem dey. Na the reason dat dey why we really wan for see where we get a separate unit within the health facility wey purely dey for the adolescent services, wey dem dey come in, nobody no for see dem, wey dem dey comot, nobody no for see dem. The information for dey within the health facility, e no for comot. The healthcare providers themselves no for dey talk about dem issues dem while dem comot. So within the community, basically Sierra Leone, you know say na a religious country. We get both the Muslim and the Christian, wey basically some people no before this time no be dey accept for let dem pikin dem take family planning. But within the two religion, you dey find out say even most of the prophets dem dey talk about bad spacing, and also how you no for born pikin wey you no able to take care of. So when you look at am biblically or maybe Quranically, you for understand say pikin no for born pikin,
I just want to say
you
that
know.
picking up for born
So
picking.
we need for understand anything and dey, so the community sef get a role for play for ensure say pikin na pikin, pikin no for born pikin. So you 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 dey bear me pikin, then at the end of the day you can talk to me say, hey Abass, forget about this, na we all na brothers but wey you be dey tamper with the pikin, you no know say me na your brother. So these are some of the things dem dey wey we need for stop. You know say this na adolescent, forget about am. Dat pikin dey e get a future, e get something wey e need for achieve, so you need for know say this na pikin. So community get a role for play for ensure say we protect dem pikin dem, we also ensure say dem get the right service wey dem need.
So just like we tourism, when it comes to the idea of development, they say now like a living organism functioning as a whole, meaning every part need for play
Sure,
their own role for
sure.
ensure say that development wetin we wan for see when it comes to the idea of adolescent health e be improved. You, me, the teacher, the community, everybody, the health workers, everybody need for, we don't just need for dey there and criticize, point hand at the health workers, because na dem na the steer wheel
Yeah.
and they control everything when it comes to the issues of health. So that reminds me to the idea of now having access to the health information is another very big thing. So I want to know how we go able to get access to health information and services, how we go able to ensure say access to health information and services are being improved, because somebody go tell me say there are health informations and there are health facilities being provided for ensure say adolescent health is well improved, but the access to am is an issue. So how we go able to ensure say access to health
the idea of access to health information and services is being improved to the level wey we dey think about am.
Okay. So now make we actually don't talk about role wey everybody dey play. So the access to information na one thing this thing dey do. You
So
said
how we make sure say e improve? Not say e already established, but
yes.
na how we able for ensure
So
say people out there are able to access am.
so we dey talk about access to information. We need for ensure say we do community sensitization.
Okay.
We do engage the media like wetin we dey do so.
Okay.
We get platform dem within, let us say, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram and other platform dem dey wey we need for use for dey educate we adolescent dem. And also the access, because it's about the accessibility of the service. The service dem can dey na the facility. Sometimes are these services actually available at the facility is another big question wey we need for improve on am. So as advocates, as practitioners, as government bodies, we need for ensure say dem services there dem dey na the facility. How? We need for the monitor and ensure say dem services dem dey. We need for also monitor the service utilization at community level.
Okay.
We need for get, because within the health facility we get the FMCs, we get the lead mothers within the communities there, we get VDC wey na the village development committees, the facility management committee. These are people wey need for the meet for actually dey understand wetin are some of the challenges wey dey na the facility. Because sometimes when you go na the facility, the nurse go tell you say this service e no dey here o, or the pikin go come for the service, then the nurse tell am say this na for sell. You know,
Most
of course,
especially the family planning commodity.
yes, because we know say there are some services for adolescents wey not to free of cost. You know, especially services wey get for do with infection treatment dem, e no free. You know, we na only the family planning commodities dem na im free for provide to the adolescent. And also dem services there are also sometimes wey the pikin dem go na facility, the nurse dem go tell you say na for can pay 5,000, can pay 10,000. Then also within the facility we get wetin we call the WHO will, wey somebody go na the facility, you need for provide the service chartered, for explain to am say na the kind services dem dis wey we dey provide. So the person can tell you say la try this one, or maybe wey e go don tell you say you as healthcare worker you go tell am say Geneva, this one I no fit say okay for you, but let we try for la give you this one for let you test am, but if you say na this you want, it's okay, I go still give you. You no need for force the person for take wetin e no want. You understand?
Okay.
So it's about how we go able come together, work together for ensure say we monitor dem services there and also increase on the awareness level. Because we dey see a lot of organizations wey dey do sensitization within the community, but sometimes it's about, is this information the same thing? Let's say Joanna dey do the same community sensitization, or Geneva himself a organization dey do the same sensitization. Are there similarities? Are this the same information we dey go out with? You know, so we need for ensure say we harmonize with informations and wey we dey share for actually get the correct information, one information wey we dey share all over Sierra Leone, wey go be the same information wey adolescent wey dey Freetown, na the same information e dey get na Kabala, na the same information e dey get na Kobola, na the same information e dey get na Kenema, na the same information e dey get na Pujong, na Bo, na Bond. So e for be uniform. So these are some of the things wey we need for improve on as a country, and as practitioners or as SRH advocates, we need for ensure say we get one information who they go out with, and also ensure say we get services at the facility ready to be utilized by our adolescents.
That's a very good one, and be rest assured, say people around they really they learn from what they say. You know, for me something they happen, everybody need to put hands on deck. So, but one thing where I believe for sure, where somebody out there also where they watch you or listen, we go tell you say, when you talk on the dog, you also talk on the bone. So now I want to drag you to the idea of having talking to, about adolescent. So I want to know you as a well experienced SRHR somebody, what thing go be that you advise for give for adolescents in Sierra Leone on all these issues relating to their health?
So basically I can always tell me adolescent and say always seek for information.
Okay.
You know, ensure say you go out, you search for information, you know, seek for help where you need maintain your mental health, and ensure say you stop harmful or risky behavior.
Okay.
Most importantly, within a country presently, we dey see a lot of rise in the cases of HIV and AIDS. So we need for ensure say we adolescent dem, we una need for protect una sef, una need for the go na the facility for ask for condom, for use condom, you sef wey na the girl pikin, for learn for ensure say you talk to your partner
Okay.
for let e use condom. You sef as adolescent, you need for ensure say wey na the boy pikin, you for ensure say you use condom. You no for just go you do risky behaviour, you begin sex without condom. You know, so the one dem wey no start the sexual activity dem yet, dem need for abstain, because na im make we dey give wetin we call age appropriate information.
All right.
You know, because we not just dey give information for everybody for be the same. The information wey you dey give girl pikin wey dey at the age of 6 not for be the same as information with the one wey don dey within the age of 13.
So meaning they forget age
Age
category.
yes, age appropriate information, like wey I talk say pikin wey dey within 6 years, wey you touch him body for know say na sensitive part that day, you no for touch am. Nobody no for call am im wife. You know, you no for touch him waist, him bum bum, you no for touch am. Wey you touch, e for go tell him mama. Wey you touch him body, e for go tell him mama. You no for call am you wife. That culture dey, we need for stop am. You know, so these are some of the things we actually need for do. And also the adolescent dem outside wey dey lis ten, wey dey follow we page or whatever platform wey dem dey get informations dem, dem need for dey follow dem informations dem dey, wey go able guide dem into healthy adulthood, and go be a productive and a generation wey go be fruitful and productive for Sierra Leone as a whole.
Wow, wow. You know, when you dey talk, I be see really the experience movement in what you dey say when it comes to the idea of adolescent health, and which we really appreciate you so much, because one thing we for sure where we know when it comes to adolescent health, now that now a very important something we will not for just talk about them, but for put into action. So we appreciate you for joining at this show. This is Hungbe-The, the All Size Show. So today discussion remind we say adolescent health not so just an a health issues, but na a developmental issues we need for the discourse, and everybody for play a part. Just from what we brought up about Sheku Fowai, don't tell we in the show. Because when young people are healthier, informed, and supported, they are more likely for ensure say they stay in school, achieve their dreams, contribute to the communities, both in present and in future. Then they also end up for become a responsible adult. So may we all put hands together, because investing in adolescent health today means investing in the future of Mama Salon. So at this point, we want for also ensure say we give a very big thanks to we guest when Abass Sheku Fowai for share a huge experience when it comes to adolescent health. Me family them, me listeners, me viewers, we appreciate you now for listening to and watch Hungbe the All Side Show. You can find we on every social media platform as Moedibo. Thank you for listening. This is Hungbe, the All Side Show. Thank you and thank you, Mr. Abass Fowai. We hope
Thank
to
you
get
so
you
much.
again at the show.
Thank you so much.